I'm Nadine O'Mahony, and I was Digisheds' first ever talent support officer. I'm now talent support manager. And my job is to coach and support our talent, and that's what we call the participants in our program, because they are talented, as they progress through the different stages of the program. And I do that with individual one-to-one support sessions. So it's all about it's all about individuals. It's not one size fits all on this program. I'm joined today by Jake and Kabir, two of our talented alumni. They've gone through the program and they've gone on to many successes since. Could you tell us a little bit about yourselves, guys?
I'll go first then. Yeah. So before Digisheds, I back in 2019, I just finished my second year of college, and I was weighing my options between do I continue doing college, do I move on to an apprenticeship, or do I do uni? And I chose the apprenticeship path. So I left college, start of 2019, and throughout that whole year, I was searching for a apprenticeship. Unfortunately, I was having quite a bit of difficulties actually acquiring an apprenticeship. So yeah, a lot of my hopes were slowly decreasing throughout the year. So panic settled in, and I decided to go to the job centre then. And then from the job centre, I'd hope that I'd find something from there. And near the end of 2019, I did, and that's when I came across Digisheds. And I had the interview with Alex, and well, there was a meeting to talk about it, and they were mentioning about bringing on people, doing a 4-week course, and after that course, you get interviewed by companies and hopefully make an impression and get employed, and that's exactly what happened. So we properly started January 2020, and then from there we I finished the Digisheds course. It was very useful, very informative, and by the end of it, I had 3 companies interested in me after back-to-back interviews, and one of them was a company I'm currently working for called Methods. And since then, I started Methods in August 2020, and I've been there ever since. Yeah, and it's been great.
That's fantastic. Kabir, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, so like Jake, I started Digisheds in January 2020. Did that, and then I also did the back-to-back interviews. Like in Methods, was very interested in myself, and I got into Methods. But before all of that, I was working at McDonald's and for a company called Millet's. Outdoor retails, selling like a lot of outdoor equipment and whatnot. Yeah, so I've been doing that for about 4.5 years, maybe 5, quite a long time. I went to college and studied media, but I didn't really get anywhere with that, and was hoping to do something a lot more better because I was told I wasn't the creative type. Secondary school wasn't the most best either, because a lot of pressure and anxiety was built up in myself. Yeah, so I work as a service desk analyst, so doing that.
What were your expectations going into the program then? I mean, you both had issues with unemployment and, some dissatisfaction, and you've been through the job centre. So what were your thoughts going into the program? What did you expect to get from it?
When Digisheds started, I felt like what they were saying was too good to be true. So I joined anyways, and I went in there with an open mind, and it was the best decision I made, to be honest. The way it went was how they said, and it was everything I expected it to be honest. The first weeks we were there, we were put in like an office setting back in Capgemini, and that was an experience in itself, and it kind of felt like I was getting somewhere finally. And once towards the end, I had them interviews. Like I'd never had so many interviews in one day, so it was very surreal. And when I had 3 companies interested in me and wanting to hire me, I felt pretty good, to be honest. So
when I did get offered a placement with Methods, I was absolutely happy and joyful, and many of my friends and family were joyful as well, because I never really expected to work in an office job before. In fact, this is my first proper sort of office-based job that I'm sort of been doing, because, as I said, so many years I've been used to doing manual label jobs like McDonald's, Millets, and then just moving around, just not sure what to do with myself in life.
It sounds like there's a massive change for both of you from where you started,
definitely,
where you ended up. How do you feel that you changed as you progressed on the program? Could you feel that change while it was happening?
So I have an issue with confidence. Well, no, I did. I'd like to say it's not an issue anymore, because throughout the course I was very nervous, and I never really had a lot of confidence in myself. And Alex was the person actually that taught me to just not be so what's the word? It basically stop putting you down so much and giving yourself such a tough time.
I'm absolutely glad that I went with Digisheds, because it massively raised my confidence, my skills, and my mindset a little bit, because before all of this, I would never have understood what it was like to work in an office, or even imagine what it was like in an office, let alone IT.
I just love to hear. This is the best part of my job for sure. It's just listening to all the success stories, seeing people grow, seeing them achieve. Being like a cheerleader from the side. I love keeping in touch with people and finding out where they go, because like you say, the world's your oyster. Is there a moment, if you can think of just one, that's kind of like your proudest moment, or the moment from Digisheds that really sticks in your mind?
Yeah, I would like to say all of it, because I also got to meet some of the graduates that were in the same position as myself, and just getting to know people as well, because it kind of made me feel like I wasn't alone sort of out there, because I met Jake, and then several of the other graduates that we still keep in touch with on a daily basis. And that's one of my most happiest and most sort of proud moment in Digisheds history. And I would also like to say is that probably it would also be best that many people sign up to this now, because I think if they don't, it's just like they're missing out on a big opportunity, really.
It was, starting off with little to no knowledge in the professional world, to coming out within like a month of being like feeling like I could take on any job. It's definitely worthwhile to do Digisheds. It's very good.